Two, mic check 1 2 1 2. Hello everyone and welcome to the Sideline Sedo YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch live stream for the Manchester United Chelsea fixture here in Premier League match week 10, the 2024-2025 season. Bear with me for a moment while I finalize some stuff on my end. Lineups are on the screen to the left of me on TikTok and on Twitch and YouTube, above me on TikTok. Feel free to sound off with your predictions. I'll get the final result prediction poll going on YouTube fairly shortly. But yeah, hopefully everyone is doing well. Read out the lineups as soon as I'm done, and we will be underway. We will get underway. There's Sir Jim Ratcliffe, along with some of the other members of Ineos. See how that all plays out with them in attendance. They're going to be hopefully expecting, from their perspective, they're expecting some kind of turnaround now with Erik ten Hag sacked. Yeah, I imagine that they're both looking forward to seeing how Ruben Amorim gets on as well. But there's a lot that has to kind of change at United before even Amorim could really make his impact in the way that he would like, I would imagine. My prediction for this game is I think United will win 2-1. I think it's going to be a tough match between the two sides. And I think we'll... Wow, 11 goals, 9 assists, and 15 games for Rafinha under Hansi Flick is crazy. Good Lord, bro. I knew he was having a great season, but that altogether is even more insane than I would have expected. That's crazy. That is proper mad. Bravo Disky, Sedo, take us through this wonderful game. Definitely will, mate. Thank you for joining me again. Glad to see you here from last stream. Shout out to everyone on TikTok as well. Hope you all doing well. And just see if I got everything in order. Kickoff is in 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to read out the lineups real quick as follows. For Manchester United in a 4-2-3-1. Onana, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Martinez, Dalot, Ugarte, Casemiro, Rashford, Fernandes, Garnacho, Højlund. And for Chelsea, also in a 4-2-3-1, Sanchez, James, Fofana, Colwell, Gusto, Caicedo, Lavia, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Nicholas Jackson. Should be a good match, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. Two sides with a lot to prove. Chelsea could go as high as third. Of course, bro, that was a dope stream. I'm glad you enjoyed, mate. Really glad you're here. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'll be live for the matches next weekend as well. Let's see what the big fixtures in the Premier League next weekend to preview are. They are as follows. Next weekend, we have Liverpool-Aston Villa. That's a big match. It's a nighttime match on Saturday, November 9th. Before that, we'll have Brighton City as well. That should be a good matchup between two sides. Midday matchup on Saturday. And then beyond that, we have Chelsea-Arsenal. That's definitely the big fixture. Next Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 10th. Get ready for that one because, man, oh man, what do you think is holding Chelsea back from stepping into a new level? I don't think anything is. I think they're almost there. I think, well, if there's one position that's really holding them back, it's goalie. Let's be real. Robert Sanchez isn't it? It shocks me that you could spend so much money and still have a goalie who is fine. He would do like wonderful at a team like, I don't know, like West Ham. He was fine at Brighton. You know, like there's definitely some gaffes in his game, and obviously they decided to replace him, but Chelsea's not his standard, straight up. I feel like some Chelsea fans may disagree with that. Personally, for me, he doesn't really strike me as any sort of super high quality. You know, thank you for the follow, OESV on TikTok. But, you know, it's going to be tough to say. So I'm predicting 2-1 United win. New manager bounce going to set in. Feel free to vote on YouTube in the final result prediction poll. But yeah, bravo. I don't think that I don't think anything is really holding them back too much. Goalie, I think they'll replace eventually. It'll always be like a cause for concern with, I think, Sanchez and that. They have Philip Jorgensen, who last season played 37 games for Villarreal. I mean, and if you look at the league table from last season, Villarreal finished 8th. They conceded 65 goals. But I don't think that's entirely up to, down to him being a poor goalie. He had a fairly decent campaign at 21. He's played 6 matches for Chelsea, 4 in the Conference League, 2 in the Cup. He has a 7.1 across those fixtures on FootMob. Petrovic was such a good goalie for Chelsea. He had some gaffes too. I feel like this Jorgensen kid looks really promising according to Chelsea fans I know, and from what I've seen online and just his general performances in the Cups. Like, why wouldn't you give him a go? Obviously this game specifically, maybe not. But yeah, we're about to kick off in just a few seconds. It's a little delayed here, but we ball. Man United set to kick us off for the first half. It's taking a second. We are underway. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. An exciting clash here on Super Sunday in the Premier League. And United getting forward here. A long ball towards Højlund. Højlund fouled. Free kick for United within 18 seconds. United want to take it quick, but Fofana does well to just kind of scurry it away from him. Wow. Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Dani Olmo have 17 goals in La Liga from non-penalty positions. Real Madrid have 16. That is insane. Here, a free kick for Man United. In a dangerous area, they could send in a solid cross. Here, Fernandes headed away by Chelsea. Here, Mazraoui tries to defend it. Now, Bruno Fernandes forced to turn, and he does well. Here, United still trying to get forward. United still with the ball. They're doing really well. 65th matchup between both sides. They've met 64 times previously. And what is a big, big fixture historically in Premier League history. Here, ball goes all the way back towards Andre Onana. Here's some solid play towards the left. United just trying to play it long. They do so. Good flick. Really good flick on, but not quite good enough. Højlund's playing really well already. It's been 2 minutes. I know it's kind of maybe jumping the shark there, but he's had a couple moments. Like, he got that foul from the free kick. And all in all, good pass from Palmer, trying to find Pedro Neto. He can't quite. Onana forced to kick it out. He sends it all the way towards Garnacho, but Chelsea win it back. They're just trying to retain possession as best as they can. Oh, cross comes in. It's comfortably caught by Onana. Ooh, long ball forward, and Sanchez does well to time his run. Comfortably scoops up the ball from a hunting Højlund. He was getting ready to jump on the opportunity there to maybe get on the end of a Bruno Fernandes long ball. Ball's back towards Sanchez now. Chelsea slowly just kind of scurrying the ball up forward. Here, Sanchez. United intercept. Caicedo gets it to James. Reece James driving forward. Some good play here. Garte to Casemiro. United have definitely set the tempo for the first 4.5 minutes or so. Really good flick. Let's go, Man U, says Stone Hickey. Shout out Stone. Who else is rocking with Man U? Not me. I think they'll win, but I don't want them to. I want like a 3-3 draw. That's what I want. Like something crazy. I think they'll win 2-1. What's this 12 mean next to your name? Is that 12 likes? Let's rock. Here, Chelsea on the counter. Palmer receives the ball. Pedro Neto on the left. Cuts into his right. He's dancing on Casemiro. Palmer with the cross. Number 1 fan. Mine are United's. United have done well. Opening 6 minutes. Amorim is... I don't know exactly when he's set to join. But He's both. Oh, interesting. That's a weird Venn diagram. Not There's probably one person that's a United fan and a Sideline Sedo fan. It's probably you, Stone. There's maybe a couple. There's got to be a couple, handful. Good header there from Fofana. Caicedo now gets it. United win back possession. Højlund gets fouled again. Here, United play it forward. Ball back towards Ugarte. And it's a loose pass going out for a throw-in for Chelsea. Here, Reece James gets it to Cole Palmer. James almost at left back here. It's interesting. Wonder if he's switching flanks with Gusto. I mean, oh, he's listed as left back. Interesting. According to FootMob, which, I mean, I have seen him at the left-hand side, but it's weird. I would imagine that Gusto, who has usually started at left back since James is back. I mean, interesting. Maybe to deal with Garnacho. I don't know. It's a corner, though, I think, here. Chelsea get the first corner of the evening. Reece James set to take this free kick for Chelsea, the captain. Back this season after some sustained periods of injury. And it just goes out all the way for a goal kick. Like, not even. That was a really poor corner from Reece James. Had a lot of people targeting it. Nice tackle there from United. Chelsea lose possession. Palmer. It's back a lot of back and forth here in terms of possession. And Chelsea get the free kick, and they take it quickly. Caicedo dishes it out to the right-hand side. Gusto can't play the pass forward, and Rashford's back. Caicedo is tracking him. Here, a throw-in. United had it on. It's played back towards Martinez. Here, Casemiro receives the pass. Out towards Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes tries to find Garnacho, but Garnacho does not time his run, and the pass wasn't really that accurate. Should have used his right foot, almost Chelsea lead, yeah. Could have been. Chelsea just keeping possession, trying to slow down the game to their own tempo. United did pretty well in the first half of the game thus far, which has been like first 6 minutes or so. And no foul given there for the tackle on Jackson. But nice ball from Gusto there led to this chance. Chelsea getting a corner. It's really the architect of that play. Running on the overlap to send in the cross that got blocked. Cucurella is better at inverting than Gusto. Yeah, probably. But Cucurella... Oh, a chance. Chance gone from Chelsea. A header, I believe, from Fofana. And Colwell is down holding his foot. See this. Yeah, just a collision. Fofana gets the header. Here, Chelsea just continuing to recycle possession, trying to get forward here. Rashford down the left. He's taken on Gusto and Fofana, and I think he's won a corner for Manchester United. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Fairly innocuous start to the opening 15 and a half minutes or so. Wow, lots of chatters. Corner here for Men United. Tony Madueke and Diogo Dalot pushing and shoving a bit. Delivery in. Headed away. Palmer gets on the ball. He's looking for a pass. He loses possession. Oh, great opportunity here for Chelsea, or United rather. Chelsea win it back though. Palmer plays it to Caicedo. Moise Caicedo tries to find the path of Nicholas Jackson. Jackson can't be found. Mazraoui puts a foot in, and now ball's back with United. All the way towards Onana. Takes a touch and hooves it clear. Very fluid kick there from the Cameroonian goalie. And Romeo Lavia has calmed the ball down and found Noni Madueke. Now Pedro Neto on the right-hand side, switching flanks. Oh, once again, he's got United defenders on a string almost. But he's kicked it all the way back towards Madueke. Still Chelsea with the ball. Just keeping their tempo. Trying to settle in here at Old Trafford. I mean, it's not an easy ground to go to. Of course, sides do win, but especially now, post Ten Hag, I feel like there is that whole sense of, how do you even say, like turning over a new leaf. United have something. They have a whole new coach to play under a different coach. Ten Hag was very, very like looking back at it, Erik Ten Hag was such a weird he took a weird approach to the way that he decided to command United. And he took this because he is this kind of like old school headmaster, like principal, like teacher, kind of like punitive measures, corporal punishment type of coach. Like that's just the way he functions. And it wasn't like, not to say it couldn't have been good, but with this group of players at United, it just didn't work out. I mean, it was just a list of players that he made enemies out of. He went from like Maguire to Ronaldo to Sancho to Rashford to just constantly like cycling through players in a really blatantly bizarre way. Like even Antony like was his guy that he wanted so bad that they spent 70 mil on. And now like he's been just tossed aside throughout the course of like the whole Ten Hag thing. And it's not to say that Antony deserves to be starting for United, but that was really shaky there with Onana nearly making a mistake. It's not that Antony deserves to start for United, but like it just felt like it was this directionless spiral, like. And when you're stuck in that kind of position, how do you get out? You really can't. Here, Garnacho with a great touch. Bruno Fernandes. Cross in. Great punch by Robert Sanchez. Good goalkeeping there from the Spaniard. United just trying to force Chelsea to press onto them, but there hasn't been any sort of kind of allowance for that thus far. And a long ball from Onana frees up. I believe that's Rashford. Here, United getting a chance just over and wide. And a United player is down on the ground, clutching his face. It's not Bruno Fernandes. It's Højlund. Ooh, Højlund holding his eye. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Colwell just kind of scraped the face of Højlund. Just kind of put his hands on him. Whatever, I guess. Thank you for the like from, I believe it was Angel on TikTok. Thank you. Much appreciated. Højlund's back up. He's still kind of like checking his face and making sure he's okay. Oh, Rashford is in some discomfort here. He's not even on the pitch anymore. He stepped below the raised mound that is the pitch of Old Trafford. Wait, did he... Oh, he gets clipped a bit there. Camera's off him. Camera's off him. Let's see from this angle. So he gets clipped a bit, and then he oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Playing for Man United would probably suck only because of that one specific... Well, and the fact that I'm a Liverpool fan. Sorry, y'all. Like, I mean, I don't get me wrong. Playing for any club in the top 5 leagues or even in the leagues below them, I would probably bite your hand off to do so. I just think that little raised mount, they have like, if you don't know, Old Trafford as a pitch. Oh, Garnacho. Robert Sanchez, what a save, stands firm. But if you didn't know, every pitch in the UK, in England specifically, I don't know across the whole island, but a foul there by Højlund. Chelsea get a free kick, but they don't have to be a exact standardized dimension like the way an NBA basketball court has to be, for example. What ends up happening is some pitches are longer or wider, but they have to be in a certain set bounds. There's like there's minimums and maximums. So some pitches are wider, some pitches are longer. But Old Trafford as a pitch, like think of the rectangle, is literally raised. Like, so after a while, it runs off and creates this little like hill that your base is steep into the ad board. So it happens all the time where players get hurt because they'll like get tackled or something, like, or they'll continue running and just lose control, or something happens and they just wipe out. I'm one away from 95.2K, says Meg. Hi, Meg. Hope you're doing well. Congrats on that, Meg. That's oh, Jackson. Oh, what are you doing, lad? What was that? Marone. Well, that was close. Still some like nervy moments the back for United. Of course, it's not gonna, the personnel is the same. It's not gonna change all that much, but here Højlund grappling with Colwell. A free kick is given against Højlund. James plays it to Colwell. Plays it toward Fofana. Fofana. Oh! Some great play from Chelsea, and specifically Caicedo, to retain possession and keep this play alive. And Romeo Lavia plays it down to the left. Pedro Neto plays it back to Reece James. There's been some solid interplay here from United. Or from Chelsea, I should say. Well, I'm tripping. 14 wins, 7 draws, 3 losses in previous 24 Premier League matches for Chelsea. Romeo Lavia plays it to Reece James. Reece James down to the left, finds Pedro Neto. Neto looking for an option, finds Reece James. Now Palmer to James to Lavia. Lavia loses possession. Højlund to Garnacho. They're saying offside for Garnacho. He's offside, they say. He's losing his mind now, Garnacho. He's picked up the ball and slammed it. Is he off? Did he really time his run that poorly? Me! Oh, that's close. That's so close. Maybe he's off. It seems like he was, I guess, since they're just keeping it. That was so close. I got to see Goldbridge's reaction to this. He's probably losing his mind. Here, ball towards Højlund. Rushing forward. Lavia needs to wake up, says Bravodisky. Yeah, he's been a little slow on the ball a couple times. 1 or 2 heavy touches. Bravo, I would agree. But I don't think... Like, there hasn't really been anything thus far in this game to... Besides, I'd say maybe the shakiness at the back for United. There's been a certain level of, like, hesitancy on the ball when they're trying to play out from the back or trying to play it back to the goalie or receive the ball from the goalie. So, all in all, I don't think... I'd say that's like the biggest thing that sticks out from United perspective of like being a threat of like conceding. Good header there from Martinez. Martinez on the ground still for some reason. Yo, Light Yagami joined? What the hell? No way. Chill. I'm scared, bro. Half the chat probably has no clue what's going on. Which is fair, I suppose. Long ball forward, header away by Reece James. Romeo Lavia gets it to James, and James gets it to Palmer. Cole Palmer looking for a passing option. Finds it in the form of Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto lays it off to Madueke. And it is a corner for Chelsea. Solid play here from the Blues. They're doing well. That's undeniable. Let's see. Here, ball's played towards De Ligt. Now Martinez has it after the short goal kick was taken by Onana, and it's back with the United goalie, Andre Onana. Looking to find a pass. He finds Martinez. Martinez finds, I believe that was Bruno, tried to send a pass there. Good tackle by De Ligt. Now Bruno Fernandes tries to find Garnacho. I think Lavia is killing the Palmer play. He's not grading for Palmer and Caicedo. Eyes on Nico. Lavia is Chelsea's weakest player so far. He's been... I don't know. I feel like Neto could be a little better too across at least the first like few games I've seen of him for Chelsea in this opening like period of play. Like he's fine, but he just like lacks like just Premier League high 36 yellow cards this season. On pace for 152, 105 yellows last season, most by any club in a single Premier League season. So Chelsea's on pace to get the most yellows ever by like 50. That's insane. And I mean, I guess they can because they have such a like loaded squad in terms of pure number of players. So like some game, I don't know how the registration rules would work with that, but they could probably make ends meet just on numbers alone. Now the quality drop off is a different thing altogether, but we shall see. Cross from Gusto. It's blocked. Here is a corner for Chelsea. Their 5th corner of the evening. It's taken short this time. Laid off to Palmer. Palmer sends in the cross. Onana catches. It's dropped. They're wrestling. Oh, it's a push. It's a foul on the goalie, mate. Yeah, Chelsea have been really fighting all season. First off, it's a push by Fofana. And then Colwell literally just like shoulders into him. I don't know how they get away without a yellow card there. Like, how are you allowed to do that? Like, you can't foul a goalie as he's trying to throw the ball out for a counter. I feel like that should be on like at least a yellow card, depending on how egregious it is. Like, it wasn't like a physical challenge, but it was definitely like enough to like, literally stop him from doing so. And it's a pure tactical foul. I thought we were done with those, which I guess there's been less of recently, like with Rodri being injured, like Fabinho's out of the league. Still see it from players, don't get me wrong. Players will still make a tactical foul when they need to. But less that's like the opposite of what a traditional tactical foul would be. But with the same kind of purpose. Here, Palmer intercepts the pass. He's driving forward, looking for a passing option. Palmer might take it himself. Cole Palmer takes the shot. It's blocked. Here, Chelsea get it out wide to Nicholas Jackson. To Caicedo. To James. Chelsea just rotating possession comfortably. They're looking the better side now, I'd say. United obviously have had a few moments that have kind of caused concern for Chelsea. But at the same time, there's not been anything meaningful in attack too much beyond a couple flicks from Højlund that looked like they might open up something. And here, a pass. Højlund, what a save! What a shot! Free kick? I think they're giving a free kick here. Ugarte was driving forward. Yeah, Ugarte's shot just a little wide, a little off. It's more of a pass he was attempting. It's a free kick, though. We have Malo Gusto standing atop. Shout out everyone on TikTok. A lot of y'all here. Feel free to share and like the video and follow me if you want to see more live streams next week. Arsenal, Chelsea. That's going to be a big match. Going to go live for that. Brighton, City, Liverpool, Aston Villa. All those matches I'll be live for. So if you want more coverage and more kind of Premier League content, feel free follow me here or on YouTube at Sideline Sedo. I'll be live for all that. Thank you, Trap972, mate. Appreciate you. Thanks for the follow. Here, a free kick. Bruno Fernandes standing atop. 37 minutes and 15 seconds have elapsed. Timer's just a little out of sync, just by a second. It's a big wall being formed for one of the premier set piece specialists in the Premier League. And we're going to see if he can convert in what is the first and last match that Ruud van Nistelrooy will coach at Manchester United in the Premier League. He's already coached one in the Cup to success. Here, Bruno stands atop. Ball just beyond the semicircle outside the goalie's box, and the free kick is blocked. All that build-up for nothing. Yikes. But the second phase is still with United. Here, Bruno plays the pass. Good time pass, good weight. Garnacho's cross is blocked, though. United once again with the cross, but this time Robert Sanchez times it well with a comfortable catch. Good goalkeeping from the Spanish international. Here, Reece James plays it to Romeo Lavia. Lavia takes his time and plays it to Fofana. Colwell, rather. Not Fofana. Fofana's at right center back. Palmer dropping deep to assist in the build-up. His pass is immediately blocked. Here, Fofana gets it wide towards Madueke. Noni Madueke's efforts are stifled by 8 goals scored this season, tied second fewest in Premier League, Man United. Oof. Ruben Amorim's got a mountain to climb. Only club yet to score an opening 30 minutes of a Premier League match this season? What? It's that bad? 2 goals scored in first half this season. Tied fewest in Premier League. Oh my God, they're absolute. Why are they giving us all these crazy United stats? I mean, I guess that's fair. It's 40 minutes now. They gave us some time. But then it was like a barrage of things like under the broadcast score line, like on the live ticker, it was like just showing nothing but bad United stats. I mean, I guess it's just bad Ten Hag stats, right? Because now it's post Eric the Red. Madueke to Jackson. Chelsea had advantage. Jackson still with the ball. Gets it to Romeo Lavia. Lavia finds no one. Tries to find Gusto, but a lot of mustard bound that pass. Just out for a goal kick. I'm shocked he just didn't knock it down to Pedro Neto, who was also unmarked. Little weird, I think, to... What are they looking for here? I don't know what that was for, but regardless, they showed some kind of replay. Here, a header. Martinez. Oi, free kick for United. 2 shots on target, please, Chelsea. Man himself is looking for 2 shots on target. Chelsea have 0 shots on target so far, just to keep you in the loop, man himself. Here, Chelsea get the ball back to Romeo Lavia. 53% possession to Chelsea, to United's 47%. Reece James finds Colwell. Colwell to James. Palmer, great touch to free himself. Some great space, and he's pushed, and it's a free kick and a yellow card. Ugarte picks up the yellow card for Man United. It was a fantastic touch from Cole Palmer. Like, absolutely sublime. And definitely a foul, just shove in the back. Palmer gets free. He takes a touch, and he just absolutely splits the sea that is Rashford and Casemiro, forcing Ugarte to have to push him down, which means he might get subbed later. Who knows what Ruben Nistelrooy is outright planning here. But yeah, we shall see. Palmer with the delivery. Chelsea just trying to contest it, but nothing comes of it. Here, a long boot forward. Martinez plays it to Ugarte. Back to Martinez. Some solid play here to Højlund. Højlund tries to find Garnacho. Højlund once again. Bit of a Ronaldo chop there. Or at least like a semi-Ronaldo chop attempt. Chelsea on the ball. Doing their thing. Van Nistelrooy looks like he is deeply pondering what his next move is going to be in terms of rotations and managing. Here, Caicedo with some lovely touches in a diagonal. But the diagonal is just barely kept in. Pedro Neto is chopped down by Diogo Dalot. Free kick is given. Palmer is like, mate, I had the ball still. Should have let advantage play, but it wasn't like it was going towards a chance. So Dalot booked 2 United players in the... Or is it just United players, I wonder? Yeah, 2 United players and Gusto. So 3 players altogether that have received yellow cards. Here, 2 minutes of stoppage time. Palmer standing atop the free kick, looking for some kind of target in the box. Imagine Lavia, Fofana, Colwell, Jackson even possibly. Pedro Neto is all the way away from goal. Looks like it might be a short free kick or something. I don't know exactly. Nope. Garnacho's forced to clear it, and here Robert Sanchez finds a header to his midfielder Caicedo. Chelsea just rotating possession, and they're just not really quite. Oh, great ball there. Nearly, but just a little too quick there, Chelsea, to try to get stuff off. One more shot, please. Oh, man, oh, man. Halftime is there, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime, Rashford hits the crossbar. He was onside. And that is that for the first half. 0-0. Chelsea playing, I'd say, slightly better than United, just a smidge, not too much. Beyond that, shots on target for Chelsea, 1. Shots on target for United, 1. Big chances, 1. Big chances, 1. Big chances missed, 1 for each. 85% pass accuracy to Chelsea, 81% pass accuracy to United. Yeah, 2 shots off target for Chelsea. Chelsea have been good. This was such a weird half, says Bravo Disky. Chelsea have been great. And I think people have been underestimating Chelsea beyond even the season. Going into the back half of last season, Poch was starting to get things to click. And I think Chelsea did something similar with recruiting Maresca to what was done with appointing Slot to be the successor to Klopp. You find a coach who is similar enough, but a bit more, I guess, I don't know what it would be in the case of Maresca, but in the case of Arne Slot, it's someone who's slightly more pragmatic, but still wants to play that kind of same model of football. Here, it seems like it's someone who's a bit more kind of progressive than Poch, as opposed to pragmatism being the key difference. So if Chelsea could complete their plays, they would have been already ahead by maybe 2 goals. Yeah. It goes back to the thing of like the recruitment and the way that everything's kind of played out at Chelsea. You have players on the bench who are way better than, say, Nicholas Jackson. You're right. I personally think Poch should have continued. Listen, I'm American. Personally, as an American, like, I have, maybe there's some guy out there before I was born that I just don't know of. But for me, Mauricio Pochettino, just based on pure credentials, is already the best coach that the U.S. has ever had. Like, bar none. There's no, like, it's like, I feel as a U.S. coach, not as a U.S. coach, as a fan of U.S. men's national football, that Mauricio Pochettino is effectively, like, it feels the same way to how I felt when my personal favorite club, Liverpool, lost Brendan Rodgers. We sacked them, and then we got Jurgen Klopp. Like, Rodgers to Klopp is crazy. We went from a guy who, you know, he went through some things with, like, the whole drama of being involved with men's national football in the U.S. I forget his name now. It's not Bruce Arena. What was his name? Because, like, I was just growing very, like, kind of out of favor with it. Greg Berhalter. Yeah, Greg Berhalter went through a whole kind of awful thing with within the U.S. men's national team. They ended up firing him wrongfully. He came back, but it wasn't like he came back literally because the U.S. men's national team was like, oh, we kind of messed up really bad. We owe you one. Here you go. But, like, he wasn't a good coach at all. That's true. Poch had unlocked the aggressive side. Chelsea, their purpose was to pass. passing that is lacking with Maresca. I think Maresca has all the tools to be a good coach at Chelsea. I think it really is just this kind of like toxic culture that's been created by Todd Bowley now, where it's like you kind of have to just like get things to click, and if it doesn't, like the player power at Chelsea is huge. It's like I mean it is and it isn't. It's less than United, but it's still like arguably one of the bigger ones, because if you can prove that you can do it, like look at Cole Palmer. Of course, he was like a huge talent while at City. Everybody knew he was going to be a great player. But Chelsea like took the gamble. He's playing great now. Someone else that's doing the same thing is Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto has been playing at right back, at left back. He did great last season. He's doing great this year. And he's one of those players that, had he not gone to Chelsea and just kind of been thrown into the pit of wolves that is Stamford Bridge now over the last couple of seasons, and just kind of proven that he can play, I think he just would be an afterthought to some people. He'd probably be at some... He's a good enough player to be probably at any other club in the Premier League in some capacity, whether it's as a starter or as a bench player. But the way that things manifest at Chelsea nowadays is very much just this kind of situation where if you can prove that you can do it on a few occasions, you kind of get the keys, like you're kind of like effectively undroppable now. Like Palmer has done it so many times over that he's now like the face of Chelsea. And if you're a player who maybe needs a bit more development, Mudryk, Enzo, score predictions, I predicted 2-1 Man United win. That was my prediction personally. I could tell you what the live stream over on YouTube, we have 56% saying United win, 44% saying Chelsea win. No one wants a draw. No one's thinking of a draw, really. Everyone thinks it's going to be a win. So I can't read kanji, sadly, so I won't be able to translate that. But yeah, good stuff thus far in terms of entertainment value of a game. It's been fun to watch both sides just kind of get after it. But there's a lot of game to be played. It's been a long game already. Do, 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 do. 6 minutes and 45 seconds remain until the second half, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel or stream on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, feel free to subscribe. I'll be live next week with a lot of coverage for some pretty big games. Brighton City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa. Those are the big three I'm looking to go live for. So I'm going to go quickly, just use the restroom because I was live before this game. Had some breaks. It's halftime now. I quickly just go jet to the restroom, and I'll be back before the second half kicks off. So if you want to get a snack, a drink, whatever you please to enjoy the second half, feel free to go do so now. I'll be back in time, and hopefully you will as well. Enzo opens up Chelsea in the way most fan bases think Lavia does. So far, Lavia has been good. I feel like the thing with Enzo is that he just like he's a fine player, but he does have that price tag that's like 100 something million. And while he might maybe be that player one day, he's not right now. And I know Caicedo is also that level, but like Caicedo is clearly like a player that even Poch, even now, especially Maresca, we're seeing the vision for Caicedo, and it seems like something that's tangible and valid. You know, like I think it's totally understandable to want to go about like the integration of Caicedo this way, whereas it feels like Fernandez just kind of has faltered since the World Cup win. Like he's just kind of been regressing a little, but maybe I'm tripping. I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I wouldn't know. I'm gonna be back in just a second. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Great insights though, as always, Bravo. Thank you. I'll be back for the second half in just a few moments. Let's see how much time exactly until the second half. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. So go get your snacks and drinks if you please. I'll be back in a hop, skip, and a jump. So BRB. Chat. Welcome, chat. Well, welcome. I'm back. For me, Lavia and Caicedo do the same thing where Enzo and Caicedo are different players, which works better than having the same players paired together. Yeah, I feel like that's fair, but specifically, I feel like Caicedo is slightly more versatile to where he could defend and also distribute the ball well. Looks like Cucurella is receiving some instructions from Enzo Maresca. But at the same time, I feel like there's something to be said about having like a proper destroyer like Lavia and a more like destroyer light, like if you harken back to like, did I just say harken? What the? If you think back to when Ramirez was at Chelsea, he was a little undersized, or Fernandinho, but they were still pretty good on the ball. And that kind of, who's he come on for now, mate? Is it Gusto? Looks like it is Gusto. What number is Mark Cucurella? We are underway, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Second half has kicked off in the United Chelsea game. Man U has kicked this off. The first half, Chelsea kicked this off in the second half. And here, advantage to United. Goes down wide towards Garnacho. What sub is? What's his number? I gotta look it up. Three. Cucurella. Yeah, James went to ground pretty easily there, but didn't update because I wasn't tabbed off it. That's annoying. Here, Chelsea just on the ball, looking to assert some dominance here away from home. United get the ball back to Lissandro Martinez. Good play here is intercepted, though. Ball off Garnacho for a Chelsea throw-in. Here, Reece James with a throw-in. Tries to find someone. Cucurella. This pass is out for a throw-in to United. Chelsea here. Play the ball all the way back towards Sanchez. Offside here for United in the build-up. Nothing comes of it. Go ahead and end the final result prediction poll here after 50 minutes. 56% saying United win. 44% saying Chelsea. 44% saying Chelsea win. Fair, I suppose. Here. Oi, mate. Garnacho looking to take the throw-in, but he just hands it off to Mazraoui. Martinez here to Delit. Dallo plays it back, and Onana gets it to Martinez. Good decision to get Gusto out. Yeah. I mean, he was threatening down the right, but like at times, but it also was like there was moments where he was a little pushed far up and there would be, you know, just either Garnacho or Højlund or Rashford or Fernandes, whoever decided to rotate to that side was always just kind of getting by because of how quick, not how quick, but just how high up Gusto was pushing. But scores remain level. It's 0-0 here. Hoping for a goal from someone. I don't really care. I just wanted a good matchup, and so far it's been fine, I guess, but just not a lot of end product, you know, no saves, no nothing. It's just been kind of like a drag from both sides. Lavia instructing some players in the box for Chelsea. They're all kind of discussing some stuff as they're going to try to target this corner. I believe Cole Palmer will probably deliver it. Cross comes in. Cucurella with his header. It's wide. Fofana to Madueke. Madueke to Neto. Neto to Caicedo. Back to Cucurella. Palmer looking for a passing option. Finds Reece James. Colwell, under absolutely no pressure, just plays an all-time worst pass in history out for a throw-in. Like, what was that, dude? That was so bizarre. Like, a real head-scratcher, truly. Beats me. Beats me. Here, Lisandro Martinez plays the pass towards Onana, who's under some pressure. He heaves it clear with his left boot. Martinez now pressing forward for the header. Oh my goodness gracious. This has been just an absolute slog. Palmer, good pass, lad. Wonderful pass to open up the play. Pedro Neto down the left. Shoots! Oh, Pedro Neto just whizzes past the goal. A little selfish there from the Portuguese forward. Not to say that he couldn't finish it from there, but there was probably some options for him. Was there? Not really. Neto, what a chance. Yeah, no, it was a great chance. I just feel like, I don't know. Pedro Neto's always struck me as a better creator than a finisher, you know? Like, at least from an offensive perspective, like, I think he has the capacity to open up play a lot. But, like, end product, besides, like, he had a lot of assists last season, I remember, before he started picking up those knocks. And obviously now Wolves are lacking all sorts of creativity without him. Slide from Jackson would have finished it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, had he just, like, kind of, like, waited a bit, played in the cross, somebody would have been in the box there. Of course, he would have had to fool the defender, play the cross, make sure it connects with Jackson. And here Bruno Fernandes plays in this cross from this free kick and goes nowhere. This has been a nothing burger of a game, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest match of the weekend. It might be the most boring one thus far in terms of actual, like, stuff to, like, grasp onto to discuss. Like, there isn't much. There hasn't been, like, a lot of chances. There was that Neto chance just now. But none of them are on, like, target. You know, they're, like, just missing, which is less entertaining than if a goalie is stopping, like, a bunch of saves. So Caicedo's so good. He's pretty good. I mean, like, I'll always hate Caicedo. Great tackle, but foul is given against Caicedo. That's weird. I thought he won the ball. More so, like, how do I put this? I have a personal vendetta against that man. And as a Liverpool fan, I feel like it speaks for itself. It's nothing beyond that. Literally, like, I would have loved to have Caicedo at Liverpool. The fact that we didn't get him and then we went out and got, you know, we got some other quality midfielders. Like, right now, I take Gravenberch over Caicedo, personally. They're different midfielders, sure. But I just prefer, at this point, what Ryan brings to us than what Caicedo would have. Not to say he wouldn't probably find a way to, no pun intended, slot into Liverpool's side. But, you know, he rejected it, which was already the deal, which was already the biggest, like, transfer fee in British record, like a British record transfer fee in British football. You know, at that point, as soon as he did that, it was like on site, you know. I'm just not really gonna care for bro. Like, I'll always say, like, if a player is playing well or if they're, like, quality, but if I don't like them, I'll rag on them. And I'll make it known I don't like them, but they're a good player. Bernardo Silva, case in point. I'll always just there's no reason for me to bring him up right now. Even I just said it, but we're talking about people I dislike that are quality players, and he's up there. Caicedo, just because he rejected Liverpool, has to be as well. Cross comes in, and James does well to stop Garnacho from latching onto that. Ruud van Nistelrooy clapping. Rashford just onside. Says it a good cross, but James was ready there. The captain. Reece James just puts in a comfortable, not the most comfortable, but definitely like a decent boot at it. Bruno Fernandes Sends Dalot in. He says, I'm not taking this corner short, mate. Trying to get an assist. Hoyland being pushed. Short, actually. They do take it short. Rashford takes the shot, and it's just straight into the gloves of Robert Sanchez. Not ideal there. I don't know. I mean, I get what they were going for, but why not just try a header? Oy. Excuse me, chat. Right now, ball's out wide towards Mark Cucurella. Cucurella plays the pass back towards Wesley Fofana. Palmer with a good effort with the diagonal. He's the only one that's really trying to continuously create for Chelsea with like constant forward passes that it's like sticking out. They don't all work out. Most of them haven't. None of them have even resulted in like a huge proper chance in the way that pass against Newcastle worked. Free kick here for Chelsea. Mazraoui with the foul. Here, free kick is taken short towards Noni Madueke. Madueke sends it in on his left and wins Chelsea the corner because of the deflection on his cross. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Cross comes in from Palmer, headed away. Reece James gets it to Caicedo. Caicedo with the long diagonal towards Palmer. It's headed away by Bruno Fernandes. And United, are they on the counter? It doesn't matter. It's out. Offside, they're saying. Wow. Offside on Garnacho. That's the second one today, I think. That's brutal. Here, Cucurella. Well, actually, Neto. Cucurella's drifted way forward. Lavia, a little loose with possession, gets it back to Fofana. Here, Robert Sanchez finds Palmer. Palmer goes to ground. He's pushed by Ugarte. Palmer kicks it against Garnacho. He's trying to get him booked. That's so silly. Eight goals scored this season, tied second fewest in Premier League. Who else is even there with them, bruh? Eight. It's them. They're tied with Palace, who are in 17th. And only one ahead of Southampton, who are in 19th. Wow. Offside, they're saying. Hoyland is losing his mind. He's like, how's it an offside? But that's an offside, mate. Defo offside. Can't deny it. Long ball forward. Here, Madueke chasing. A good clearance by Martinez. Good header by Dallo. Both sides just wrestling for possession. Fofana drives forward. He's on the ball. Keeps it in just barely. He gets knocked down. Plays it short from the free kick. Palmer with a good pass to Cucurella. Cucurella with the strike. It deflects. It goes everywhere. Caicedo. Ball out towards Pedro Neto. Some step overs. Pedro Neto goes for goal near post. What was I saying before, Pedro? You need to create. You're a creator, not a scorer. Simply put. You know what? I'm getting upset about this. He's got 0 goals, 2 assists this season, Pedro Neto. Let's see his career. Let's dive into it. Because I just want to know. Oh, they're not going to... Got to go to transfer mark, don't I? No, FBRF maybe? United had a good chance there. Wow. No, it was not a good chance. It was quite poor, actually. If you look at the stats from, or the shot from Alejandro Garnacho there. Here's his full stats. Let's see. By overall balance. United wasted chance. Yeah, it was definitely a waste by Garnacho. Just kind of pointless there. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish. Chelsea just comfortable on the ball to get it back. Pedro Neto in all competitions, including league, the second league in Portugal, Premier League 2, Conference League, League of Portugal, every competition he's ever played in. He's played 169 matches across his entire career. He scored 19 goals, gotten 28 assists. He's gotten 25 yellow cards. Bro, you have more yellow cards than you have goals. Stop shooting. I don't care for Chelsea, but like, it's so frustrating to see this dude just play like dog water weekly. Like, stop it. You're not him. You got 6 more yellows than you got goals, bro. You got 3 more assists than yellow cards, which is good. So try to assist. Rashford gets a yellow card here for... Oh, he rushed to the linesman. How's he allowed to do that, eh? Silly. Rashford just never will mature as a player, I don't think. I think he's, like, stunted for some reason. Like, he's just... Like, the Bruno Fernandes, like, annoyance, like, has rubbed off on him. Mikhailo Mudryk has a shaved head, ladies and gentlemen. He is getting ready to get subbed on, and so is Enzo Fernandez. Oh, United with a chance. Penalty? What? What are you talking about? Højlund celebrating the penalty like he scored the goal. What was that? You can't give a penalty for that. Højlund lost the ball. I need to see a replay because at first glance, that was not a penalty. Bro's heading away from the goal. Let's see. Ball's lofted in. It's towards Højlund. Fofana misses the header. One touch. See, my mistake was thinking that Robert Sanchez got the ball first. It seems like he didn't. Nah, yeah, that's a pen. That's a pen. Defo a pen. You're right about Rashford. Yeah, no, he's I don't know what his problem is. Like, genuinely. Like, I'm concerned for him at this point outside of football. Like, I just don't like he has some actual problems going on, it seems. Like some actual shit that he's had to deal with behind the scenes that isn't helping him. And I think the consistent carousel of Manchester United managers just has ruined his career. Bruno Fernandes standing atop the penalty spot against Robert Sanchez. Will Bruno bury it for Man United to give them the lead? Bruno Fernandes steps up and buries it to the keeper's right. A very simple finish from the Man United captain. Bruno gives United the lead. They're no longer the tied second lowest scoring side in the league this season. That goes to Palace, followed by Southampton. United have gotten their 9th goal of the season. They're so happy. They're thrilled. I need to see these subs, mate. Weak penalty, yeah. It wasn't like the craziest penalty as far as like Ruud van Nistelrooy is seizing the moment. He's hype. I mean, credit to him. He's going to have a better record than most United coaches. Looked like a dive. Nah, there was contact. That was a pen. As far as Bruno Fernandes, like, penalties go, it's not like he reinvented the wheel or did something insane. But at the same time, it's like, Robert Sanchez in net for a penalty. Like, do you want Sanchez in net for a penalty? Probably not, no. His first goal of the season, Bruno Fernandes. Mihailo Mudryk is in. So is Enzo Fernandez. I don't know who for. They haven't told us yet. Lavia and Madueke. That's fair. Here, Amad Diallo set to be subbed on for Marcus Rashford. Don't know what number Diallo is. Amad Diallo is subbed in for Marcus Rashford. United have the lead. They're going to look to hold on to it by all means necessary, which is what you need to do, especially at home, especially when it's in such a big match like this. So Chelsea are going to have to kind of take the game by the scruff of the neck if they want anything out of this. Throw in here. Reece James plays it back to Wesley Fofana. All the way back now towards Robert Sanchez. Sanchez to Reece James. Enzo with a good pass forward. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto gets past one man. He's still driving forward, Pedro Neto. Still with Pedro Neto, and he's dribbled it all the way out. Actually, it's a corner. He's won a corner. It did take a deflection off a United player, it seems. The United players were trying to make it seem like nothing had happened, but good play there from the Portuguese winger. Like I said, he would be so much better if he just kind of tried to create first and score second. I know it's how it results, but he's taken more shots than my God! What a finish from Moise Caicedo. An absolute rocket. A dagger into the hearts of United fans worldwide. Moise Caicedo with a contender for goal of the season. Just absolutely buries it. Holy mackerel. Like, wow, man. First time volley. They're going to definitely check on Mudryk if Mudryk got involved. I think he's onside, so it doesn't matter anyways. Yeah, Mudryk's on. It doesn't matter. It goes through Mudryk's legs. Oh, brother. Oh, my days. What a strike by Moise Caicedo. Wow, wow, wow. That was insanity, lads and gals. What a finish. The game's on for the last 15 minutes. It's really opened up now. They're going to be wrestling. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. The ref has already lost control of the game well earlier into the match. Oh! Enzo misses. Oh! Oh my God, this game is getting crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This is insanity. So Caicedo's pass is deflected off Casemiro. De Ligt goes to try to deal with it. He trips on his own feet and allows Jackson to get through. But Jackson, now getting closed down by two center backs, plays it to Fernandes, who just scoops the shot over the crossbar. It was absolutely madness. And this game is only going to get better, I think. This is really what we've been waiting for all week. These last 15 to 20 minutes or so of pure, unadulterated chaos. That's what we live for as football fans. The drama, the spectacle, and all of the absolute madness that comes with it. I don't care who wins. I just want to see someone score a banger to finish it off. That'd be perfect. Enzo Fernandez plays the pass to Caicedo. He's fouled. Free kick to Chelsea. The ref is now just at this point separating players as soon as he gets near them to just kind of expedite the flow of the game. Is there a sub being made? I don't know. Ruud van Nistelrooy talking with some technical staff here to see what they can do to go back ahead at Old Trafford. I mean, it was a wonderful strike. No one's stopping that shot from Caicedo, like, whatsoever. So, I mean, it's game on now. Palmer, great bit of play there from Palmer. He had Mazraoui on a string for a period of time there. James to Caicedo. Back to Reece James. Reece James takes a touch forward. Heavy touch. United with an opportunity to get forward. Garnacho! Wow, he did not do what he was supposed to do there. A left-footed shot from the left wing, just drizzling wide. Pointless shot. I mean, I get he's under pressure, but like, man, did it take a deflection? It did not. It went under his whole body. So I don't know how you could they gave it though. They gave the corner though. Interesting. Chelsea fans will be fuming if they're scored on from here. Fernandes plays it short. Laid back off to Bruno Fernandes. Outside the boot cross. Punched by Sanchez. Chelsea headed away. And Mudryk. He's going forward, shoulder to shoulder with Amad Diallo. He goes to the ground. It's clean. Nice play here. Mykhailo Mudryk. Ref said handball. 26 all-time Premier League draws between Man United and Chelsea. Most drawn fixture in Premier League history. That's crazy. Not a single person in the poll said draw. And it's the most drawn Premier League fixture in history. That's crazy. It's also crazier that I predicted 2-1 win when the draw is the most likely outcome. Beautiful goal from Caicedo. Yeah, no, it was sublime. If you haven't gone to see it, go get your eyes on that goal because my oh my, what a flippin' strike. Here, Diallo tries to set Bruno Fernandes free. It's cleared now by Chelsea all the way back to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez to Dallo. Out wide now. Some play. Man United working down the right-hand side. Cross. Oh, block there. Reece James taking his sweet time with this throw-in. Finally takes it. Caicedo goes to ground and wins a free kick for Chelsea. Palmer takes it back and he gets it to Reece James. Reece James plays it short back to Wesley Fofana. 1-4-3 in last Premier League meeting on April 4th. Haven't won consecutive Premier League meetings versus Man United since March 2011. That's the stat for Chelsea. Is that a jinx or a reverse jinx? We'll have to see. Colwell looking for a passing option. Finds Robert Sanchez. I'll be live next week for all the big matches, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So feel free to subscribe or follow me on TikTok if you haven't already. On YouTube as well, at Sideline Sedo. We're going to be live for Brighton City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool Villa. Big matches all around. Palmer to Neto. Pedro Neto. Back to James. Cross comes in. Headed away by, I believe that was Ugarte. Rather, it was Dallo, it seems. Long ball forward. Here, Bruno Fernandes on the turn. And United still keeping it up. Mazraoui to Garnacho. Some good play. Here, ball towards Caicedo. Caicedo with a quick pass to get it out of his feet. Chelsea are keeping their momentum. They want the winner. Mykhailo Mudryk loses possession. Very clean tackle there from United. All ball. Now, a free kick given away is kind of cheese, won't lie. Garnacho now on the left. Chelsea have turned it up again. They have. They want to bring back home to London all 3 points, so I wouldn't blame them, you know. And it's their time to do so. They could go to third. Imagine they're third. I'd prefer for Forest to be third, just because I think that's cooler. But at the same time, like, for Chelsea's guaranteed to score, says Bravo Disky. I don't know. We'll see. Højlund off. Xerxes on. So Xerxes on, and Lindelof is on for Ugarte. Questions. I wonder what he's doing with this formation. Lindelof, is he playing DM? What? He is pushed up pretty high in the pitch. Or is he forming a back three with wing backs? I don't know. Xerxes! He's through! Joshua Zirkzee lays out the pass. Amad Diallo. Garnacho gets the ball. Is he onside? He is. Garnacho steps over. Looking for a pass. Oi, loses possession to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto's turning on the Jets. He's all the way up. Pedro Neto still, he gets fouled pretty brutally by Casemiro, who doesn't take too kindly to that call from the ref. It's a yellow card to Casemiro. Sedo afraid of Chelsea. I'm more afraid of Chelsea than Nottingham Forest and Manchester United, yes. Without a doubt. Fofana is improving. Chelsea's a very young side, you know, and when you're the youngest side in the Premier League like Chelsea are, it's scary because the ceiling is so high that you don't know, you know, if they keep going up, will they come down is the question. United, they could get on a good run of form, but they got some old farts in that team that no one cares about long term. Casemiro, give it a year or two and he's going to be shuffled out of United. You got, you know, I mean, no offense to Johnny Evans. He's, you know, a legend of the game in terms of the longevity he's had. But the fact that United are relying on him is, at times, is concerning. Even Lindelof, like, what is Lindelof doing here? Like, why is Lindelof on the pitch? And the answer is obvious. It's a rhetorical question more than anything. But yeah, y'all know what I mean. It's a mess. But yeah, you actually are lost in the sauce, brother. Partially. Chelsea's been playing great. And if that sauce is, you know, no foul, advantage to Chelsea. If that sauce is Chelsea's future success, then so be it. Because I think in a couple seasons they're going to be good, honestly. Like, in a very imposing manner. United under pressure, yeah, they are. Mihailo Mudryk. Nah, I agree with that. Yeah, for sure. Nah, I agree, Kevin Cucalone on TikTok. It's just that United, like, can't almost get done with the rebuild. It's been relentless and constant since Ferguson's left. But here, Chelsea, the Casemiro disrespect, though, he's losing his legs, mate. It's just the brutal honesty of it. It's not even his quality and his awareness. It's simply his physical capacity. Mudryk, great ball out towards him. He does a back heel towards Palmer, who sends in a cross, and it's a comfortable save low from Onana on the cross. Last time Chelsea scored in the last minute, a goal coming. I think Casemiro is the best DM of his generation, at least from a accomplishments perspective, without a doubt. In his prime, he was the best, period. Cross comes in, another catch from Onana. I agree. I just think he's in the wrong place for real. He's 33, mate. About to be 33. 32. He's not. He shouldn't be starting for United, yes, because that's like a step above. But he could totally play in like a higher league, like an upper league. Like, I could totally see him playing for a side somewhere in Italy or something like that. But he is like getting to the stage where he's going to have to look at the MLS and, Saudi as long-term options. Because once your legs start to go, especially as a midfielder, you're gone. If he never left Madrid, he would be performing at the same level. Maybe, probably not. Let's be real. They brought in Chouameni and oh my God, Garnacho nearly just scored a wonder goal. I believe Man United ruined him. No, he was done before that, Kevin. Let's be real. I think it's the simple fact of, like, you look at a player, right? And if you think of him as like a car, I know this is a really weird way of thinking of him, but the analogy of mileage on the legs of a player couldn't be more true. if you're a player like, I saw this graph years ago, and this one Fabinho was playing for Liverpool, referring to the amount of game time spent playing for Liverpool and respective clubs for each side. And with Fabinho's case, he had played so many games. He started like almost every game. Bruno, wow, he lashes a shot there. But he'd played so many games, and he was like 29 or 30 at the time. But with the amount of games that he had played to such a level that he was straining himself and having the average like amount of minutes played that you would expect out of like a 32 or 33-year-old. So if you take that and you look at Casemiro, who's won like 5 Champions Leagues or 4, or some obscene amount, played at the center of the heart of the midfield of Real Madrid for almost over a decade, was it? Something like that. An obscene amount of time to play for the best club in the world, statistically speaking. You add on all of that, and now you put that kind of strain on a 32-year-old's body, he's going to feel like a 35 or 6-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, United did probably rely on him a little too much. 9 minutes of stoppage time, ladies and gentlemen. 9 minutes. That's crazy. All right. No problem. No problem. There ain't no problem. There ain't no problem. But yeah, I think just generally, starting to rely on a player who is already proven to have gone through this certain level of strain, that strain in Casemiro's case being just a pure dedication to Real Madrid for over a decade or so, in playing not just that, but playing every Champions League game, every international game, the travel, the actual, like playing in La Liga too, like getting chopped down by like putting porridge defenders at times. Like, oh, it's not 9, it's 4. It looked like 9. It's 4. I'm sorry. It's only 4 minutes to stoppage time, not 9. It looked like a 9. Huh. Whatever. 4 minutes to stoppage time though. We're a minute in. United have been really upping the tempo in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so. If I see anyone scoring, it's them, which would make my prediction right, actually. Would you believe that? Garnacho with a crazy cross to the back post. It finds no one, but Mazraoui is able to get onto it, and he sends in a cross towards Xerxes. Xerxes trying to get onto it. Caicedo clears. Pedro Neto chasing. Martinez heads it away. Pedro Neto controls. Neto free kick to Chelsea. Ruud van Nistelrooy, hands up in the air. He's upset. Closing in the last couple minutes of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Final phases. It's getting nervy. It has been for a while, but it's really starting to boil over. Final moments here, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to drop a like or subscribe here or on YouTube if you like the stream. It genuinely helps me the most. If you enjoyed the content, that's the easiest way to support me. And yeah, last minute and a half, and Cole Palmer is just absolutely chopped through, but advantage is given and advantage is taken back as Cole Palmer's writhing on the ground in some pain. Let's see how this went down in the replay. Initially, it looked like whoever it was for United just fully chopped through him. It was Sandro Martinez, indeed. He gets a yellow card for his infraction. Let's see this. Ah, yikes. It wasn't really a chop as much as it was studs to his knee. Straight studs on the knee is not ideal. And now there's some fighting going on between United and Chelsea. Garnacho pushing, Bruno pushing, Colwell pushing, Fernandes pushing. It's everything. It's everything. Everyone's getting after it now. Tensions have flared. Emotions have boiled over. VAR is checking a red card. I'd give a red for that, yeah. Studs up. Studs up in 2 instances, on the knee and then follow through on the foot. That's a red. Did they not give it to him? I mean, are they just going to say he went for the ball? What? Are you for real? How does that go to check? He gets contact on his knee and he gets contact on his boot, and that's not a red card. Am I a maniac? Am I losing my mind? What are they doing? It went to VAR. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I hate both these sides, but I hate stupid, pointless, inconsistent, dumb officiating more than anything. Like, it's so dumb. Chelsea have a last second chance here to score. This probably be the final kick of the game, I would imagine. Reece James stepping up, sends in the free kick. Header from Chelsea, it's cleared. Cucurella with the ball to Palmer. Palmer sends... Oh, Palmer with another touch. Palmer, his shot is blocked. Mudryk heads it through. United, they can't get through. Ball to Chelsea. Sanchez hooves it clear. Header away. Long diagonal towards Garnacho. United could get maybe the last chance here of the game. Alejandro Garnacho sends in the cross. Xerxa, it's off his foot. It's a corner. Will United be able to play this corner out, or will the ref blow the whistle? They're saying a corner. Garnacho asking for the time from the ref. This will be the final chance of the match, I believe. We've had over 4 minutes. We're approaching the 96th minute of stoppage time. A foul here. The ref has to talk to Pedro Neto and Lisandro Martinez. Now Lisandro undoing his boot. Why is he undoing his boot, bruh? Or his boot actually came off fully. That makes sense. Here, United gonna look to get a goal here somehow. Let's see how it goes. Can United steal the victory here at the death against Chelsea at Old Trafford? Cross comes in. Headed away. Whistle is blown, and that is that. 1-1. United, Chelsea are level after 90. Full-time score 1-1. Nothing to split the two sides. First was a Bruno Fernandes penalty after Højlund was taken down in the box by Robert Sanchez. The second goal was a Moise Caicedo wonder goal, really is the best way to describe it. An absolute screamer of a strike from the Ecuadorian international. And you got to tip your hat off to him, because even though I hate the man for, declining Liverpool after getting a British record transfer fee paid for him, you got to say that was an incredible performance from Caicedo. Man, the match-worthy performance, truly. He was everywhere on the pitch. He scored a wonderful goal out of nothing, and it was just really well done. Also, credit to Ruud van Nistelrooy. His first and final Premier League match as a coach in the Premier League for United. Will he return to United in the future? Will he return to the Premier League in the future? That remains to be seen. I doubt both, but I wouldn't rule out him maybe returning, but only if it's to United. But that would require Amorim to fail, who I don't think will necessarily have an awful go-around. Great stream. God bless you, Sedo, says Bravo Disky. Thank you, mate. God bless you. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. And have a great rest of your week as well, as we're getting ready for start of a new week. But thank you all so much for joining me on stream. Hope you enjoyed on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever you choose to watch and enjoy the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Man United versus Chelsea finishes 1-1. Scores level. Goal scorers were Bruno Fernandes from penalty and Moise Caicedo from a lovely strike from the outside the box. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Go over to YouTube and subscribe if you want to see all my broadcasts for next week. That's Brighton City, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Arsenal taking on Chelsea. I believe at Stamford Bridge. I could be wrong. But thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed, and see y'all next week if y'all choose to stick around. Thank you so much. I'm Sideline Sedo. Peace. What the heck? Man, what the heck? Computer is not cooperating. I'll get to see some